What's happening, guys? As I'm making this video, I post on my community wall. Dog the Bounty Hunter did an interview on News Nation, right? And I posted on my community wall. So please get in those comments because when I got all the way in the comments, and the comments that were written on there already were holy crap. Dog is fully exposed. It's nothing but fake intelligence agency. It's nothing but anti-slap. We have to keep the momentum going. So please go to my community wall and get in those comments for everybody invested in this case. That's Dog. I'm not here to talk about Dog, even though he is the green team. I'm here to talk about Tony Mathis because he's a freaking coward, right? I took about a week off the internet. Well, at least this community. In the full, I took a week away from it. And when I came back, I learned that Granny's watching was served a cease and desist. So what I'm going to do here is what every YouTuber should do. With the entirety of this case, from the beginning of the fake Rico, as a YouTuber, any genre, everybody in this genre, there should be unity and everybody should stand up and everybody should say, hey, that's wrong. What's happening, right? Just as right now with this stupid cease and desist, it's wrong. And Tony Mathis is a complete coward sending this lady a cease and desist. He's a complete coward for this. So what I'm going to do is use my voice, be an example. I will practice what I'm preaching because every YouTuber should be standing up for stuff like this. It's our voices, right? Tony Mathis, you're a coward. You won't do anything to me. You're going to make a thumbnail, you're going to make a title, and I'm going to talk all about you in this video because what you do is directly only go at women because you are a coward. And not only are you a coward, you've done nothing for this case, but put yourself in stupid legal situations. Sending that cease and desist was it didn't do you anything good. And yes, for the cease and desist or for whatever silencing that you want Granny to do, I'll say it out loud. You're a coward and you are moving your assets around. You can't hide it. You can't get around it. You're absolutely doing that. You deserve to be investigated. You are a piece of shit. Point blank. And so is the rest of the green team. You know, for shit, over a year now, I've had a blast covering this entire thing, guys. We've had lots of laughs behind this, but at the end of the day, laughs are laughs. Laughs are laughs. The more important thing behind this is Sebastian. And, you know, I'm going to do a separate live about the entirety of this, but as of late, the green team has absolutely sank their own ship. Sebastian has got lost in a lot of this drama. We all know it. But Tony Mathis has done nothing to help it, right? I mean, let's think back. Like, what has he done in the case? Spoke for Seth on some media interviews, right? Act like a weirdo, ran around with his pants down, got caught, blamed it on a green. The guy's a weirdo. He's done nothing but got himself and, frankly, Seth jammed up in some legal matters. You know what I mean? Caught with his pants down, literally, right? Hashtag Wintergate. We won't ever forget it because you're a coward. You won't send me a cease and desist. You won't even acknowledge me because you will only pick on women. You are the definition of a coward. And for that matter, what needs to be said that nobody talks about is Tony Mathis has been so vocal about what Chris Proudfoot can and cannot do as a stepfather. Hey, I got news for everybody. I'm a stepfather, and I hated when this case broke and the internet's judgmental ass speaking about what Chris can and cannot do as a father that stepped up, right? It's clear as day. There's way more videos out there of Chris interacting with his son than there is Seth. And I'm not making this a comparison thing, but don't put down Chris, right, if he has the receipts behind it. I'm just saying, right? You can't make all those videos up. Sorry. It's not AI. It's not what you guys tried to do, fake news media. No. But Tony Mathis has been very vocal about what Chris cannot and cannot do. You know, just so everybody understands, Tony Mathis has a black adopted child, right? So what can you do as a stepfather? You know what can and that's really changes things because it's not only now you're not only a stepfather and the internet stipulations of how you can raise a kid and whatnot. Now there's a racial aspect involved in it too. Nobody talks about these things, but maybe people should. It's just what it is, people. Because Mathis is a coward. He's a straight coward. He's a straight coward, and everybody should know that. What a coward this guy is. But the green team has absolutely died. And again, going back to what I was saying, we've been having laughs about this for over a year now, and it's gonna almost hurt me a little bit, right? Because the amount of laughs and content I got to do over it with you guys, the parodies will never stop. But let's just take a look at this and let's just be real about the situation. Green team, what's happening? Tony's a coward, right? They lost the lawsuit. Seth's jammed up right now with the Texana lady, whatever her name is, right? Which also it's looking like it implicates also blue gumballs, right? You have BHB who had to go through a grand jury indictment, right? Now they didn't find her guilty or whatever the word is, right? However, it's not even over, and she still got arrested behind it. You see what I'm saying? Then she has to still deal with that, right? Brittany J has literally amplified the troll channels to like the multiple times 100. Like there's like channels that specifically covered this lady now, all because of this green team shenanigan activity. So her stress level must be out of this world, right? Where else are we? We have uh, just all of them are epically failing, and it's almost sad to say. Oh, let's not forget about Nick and Hong. They're literally hiding. They're literally hiding. Where are they? People, the green team has epically sank their own ship, and I want to give all of you a round of applause for this because it was a handful of creators who made this ship sink, but also a lot of you guys on Twitter, a lot of you guys in the comments, a lot of you guys just having epic common sense and killing them with mere wit, right? And it worked. How many people have converted? How many people have said, you know what, I believe the hype, but I'm seeing through the shenanigans. I have a shitload of emails from people. I can only imagine, right? Other channels and the emails they get, right? If I have a shitload, I'm probably on the lower end of the emails than other channels have. I can only imagine. But it's a group effort, man. It's a group effort. And this is good. This is awesome because we all have known these people are shenanigans from the get-go. It's just, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy about this absolute destruction that they've done to themselves. But I'm almost saddened at the content I get to create behind it because it was so easy for some time. But they're like hiding now. They're literally hiding. People, I mean, it's bad. You know what I mean? But I wanted everybody. This is at least my community. My community. I don't want to speak for the community, but my community hands a massive round of applause to you guys. You know, people, they've died. The green team has absolutely sank their own ship. You know what I mean? They have legal issues, and it's very important that I emphasize that Tony Mathis is a coward because I'm on record calling him a coward. I'm on record calling him a piece of shit. He will not give me a cease and desist. He will not even say my name. Watch what I say. But if it's a woman, he's gonna do that. That goes a long way. Why? This guy's been very vocal about how Chris treats women, how Chris does this to women, how Chris does. No, dude, your actions show different. Your actions, it's the same thing with the stepfather argument. It's like the ultimate projection. It is look over there, but not over here. No, you're the coward. You won't give me a cease and desist. And by all means, I don't want one, people. I don't want none of that shit, right? But I'm just saying the quiet part out loud that you all already know. And yeah, I'll smear it right in his fucking face. I don't care because it's the truth and the truth matters, right? And I just, I'm saddened that I cannot clown these people anymore. However, I'm happy that the ship has sank. But the ultimate prize, the ultimate goal, the bigger picture is Sebastian. And where is Sebastian in all this? Sebastian has gotten lost in a lot of, let's face it, the green team's doing. I mean, what has the intelligence agency done? If you're on the other end, if you don't agree with what I'm saying in this video, I want you to answer these questions. And guys, my community, let them talk. If you want to debate it within the comments, do it. Let's do it with respect. But I ask you on the opposing end, what has the fake intelligence agency done? And don't even get me started on the reward money. What has Tony Mathis done in any case? And back to his black adopted child, when's he going to advocate for a black missing child? That will never happen. That will happen even less than him addressing me. Take that to the bank without hiding your assets. But what have they done? They've done nothing. They've done nothing but smut, smear, and try to make Katie and Chris Proudfoot responsible for Sebastian Rogers missing. And man, I can, and I'm not a BHB, so I won't sit up here and tell you that Sebastian's dead, because I have hope and faith that he's still alive by God's grace. And the day that he does come home, he is a young man. I used to say in the Summer Wells case, stop talking about her little brothers because they're old enough to utilize the internet. Sebastian, we know by his father's own words, he was already using YouTube. Could you imagine if that boy is found, gets on the YouTube, and finds this little wormhole that we all enjoy, partake in, and relentlessly watch? Could you imagine what would go through his head as he's watching his own father and his father's friends, the green team, just smut live after live about people that kid loves, regardless of what you think happened in that home, regardless of anything you think? He loves all of those people, Seth, Chris, and Katie. You cannot tell me any different. Imagine him going through the hours of live streams. That's an ugly thought, ain't it? I'm happy that these people have sunk their own ship. Tony Mathis is a coward, man. A coward. Over here on this channel, man, I can spot a coward a mile away, and I ain't never been wrong with it. And he is absolutely one of them. I don't know what will happen with Sebastian's case. I do not think I will stop talking about it. I know people have been talking about this, the missing kids out of Canada, Nova Scotia, whatever it is. That case, I believe the search has ended. It's never been like a topic or a priority of mine to cover. I like to stay in the United States, to be honest. Just saying. And that's not a dig to anybody who's covering it. To each his own. But we will stay on top of this, man. And matter of fact, I will stay on top of this until the green team is absolutely finished. And I don't think that's too far away from where we're at now. Peace. Rant over. Stay away from cowards.